In our previous class, we learned about certain terms called as atomic weight, molecular weight, gram molecular weight, and how to calculate these things. This is particularly molecular weight. Once again, I repeat you, molecular weight is a number which denotes that particular molecule is how many times heavier than 1/12 of C12 isotope. 1/12 of C12 isotope. This 1/12 of C12 isotope is a basic unit to express the molecular weight. So the mass of 1/12 of C12 isotope is said to be 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit. So molecular weight means any molecule is that much times heavier than 1 AMU. For example, if you take hydrogen, hydrogen is exist in as H2 molecules. This H2 molecule is 2 times heavier than 1/12 of C12 isotope or 1 AMU. So its molecular weight is said to be 2. So this molecular weight is a simple number which denotes that particular molecule is how many times heavier than 1 AMU. Similarly, if you take oxygen, O2, its molecular weight is said to be 32. This 32 indicates that O2 molecule is 32 times heavier than 1/12 of C12 isotope or 1 AMU, which is a basic unit for molecular weight. Similarly, nitrogen, N2. This N2 molecule is 28 times heavier than 1 AMU. 28 times heavier than 1 AMU or 1/12 of C12 isotope. Similarly, carbon dioxide, CO2. This CO2 molecule is 44 times heavier than 1 AMU. So 44 is its molecular weight. Similarly, sulfur dioxide, SO2. This SO2 molecule is 64 times heavier than 1 AMU. So all these are simple numbers which denotes that that particular molecule is how many times heavier than 1 AMU or 1 atomic mass unit. So this is said to be molecular weight of those atoms respectively. Now, gram molecular weight. What is meant by gram molecular weight? Gram molecular weight means if any substance is taken in grams equal to its molecular weight, then that amount is said to be gram molecular weight or gram mole or simply as mole. For example, here molecular weight of hydrogen is 2. If you have taken 2 grams of H2, then it is said to be 1 gram molecular weight of H2. So molecular weight of oxygen is 32. If you have taken 32 grams of oxygen, this is said to be 1 gram molecular weight of oxygen. Because 32 is the molecular weight of oxygen. What is 32? 32 is a simple number which denotes that oxygen molecule is 32 times heavier than 1/12 of C12 isotope or 1 AMU. So if you take oxygen in grams equal to its molecular weight, then it is said to be gram molecular weight. Similarly, 28 grams of N2, 44 grams of CO2, 64 grams of SO2. So these amounts are said to be 1 gram molecular weight or 1 gram mole or simply as mole. These are said to be gram molecular weight or gram mole or simply as mole. All these three terms will have same meaning: gram molecular weight, gram mole or mole. So once again I repeat. See, look here. Here we have several compounds: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, etc. So each substance will exist like this. Hydrogen will exist as H2 molecules. Oxygen is exist as O2 molecules. Nitrogen will exist as N2 molecules. CO2, carbon dioxide will exist as CO2 molecules. Sulfur dioxide will exist as SO2 molecules. The mass of this molecule is very small. That's why we have taken 1/12 of C12 isotope as one unit. That is said to be 1 AMU. So this H2 molecule is 2 times heavier than that mass, that is 1 AMU. 1/12 of C12 isotope. So 2 is said to be molecular weight of hydrogen. 32 is said to be molecular weight of oxygen, because oxygen molecule is 32 times heavier than 1 AMU, which is a basic unit. Nitrogen molecular weight is 28. That means nitrogen molecule is 28 times heavier than 1 AMU. Carbon dioxide molecular weight is 44. That means carbon dioxide is 44 times heavier than 1 AMU. Sulfur dioxide molecular weight is 64. That means SO2 molecule is 64 times heavier than 1 AMU. So these are the molecular weights. They are simple numbers which denotes that particular molecules are how many times heavier than 1 AMU, which is a basic unit. Now, if you take any substance in grams equal to its molecular weight, that is hydrogen molecular weight is 2 grams of hydrogen. Oxygen molecular weight is 32 grams of oxygen. Molecular weight of nitrogen is 28 grams of nitrogen. Molecular weight of CO2 is 44 grams of CO2. Molecular weight of SO2 is 64 grams of SO2. Not only these gases, any substance, if you take in grams equal to its molecular weight, that amount is said to be gram molecular weight, gram mole, or simply as mole. We have already discussed the meaning for the term mole. Mole means a quantity of substance that contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. These are the number of molecules that are present in 1 mole or 1 gram molecular weight of the substance, or in 2 grams of hydrogen, or 32 grams of oxygen, or 44 grams of CO2, or 28 grams of N2, or 64 grams of SO2, whatever the substance that you are taking. 1 mole of that substance will contain that number of molecules, and this is said to be Avogadro's number. This is said to be Avogadro's number, and it is denoted with capital N. Capital N means Avogadro's number. So that is mole. Now, we should know the term STP or NTP. STP or NTP. STP means standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature and pressure, because the volume of gases will depend upon temperature and pressures. Because if you change temperature or if you change the pressure, the volume of the gases may also change. So the volume of the gas can be expressed only if you know the temperature and pressures. Otherwise, there is no meaning for the term volume for gaseous substances. So, at 0 degree centigrade or 273 Kelvin temperature is said to be standard temperature. 1 atmosphere pressure is said to be standard pressure. So, any gas at STP conditions, that is at 273 K and 1 atmosphere, this is said to be STP. This is said to be STP. In STP conditions, if a substance is in gaseous state, it occupies 22.4 liters volume. 1 gram molecular weight or 1 mole of any substance will occupy 22.4 liters volume. This volume is said to be gram molar volume. That means the volume of 1 mole of gas is said to be gram molar volume. 1 mole of any gas at STP conditions will occupy 22.4 liters. That means 2 grams of hydrogen at STP conditions occupies 22.4 liters. 32 grams of oxygen will occupy at STP conditions 22.4 liters. 28 grams of nitrogen will occupy 22.4 liters at STP. 44 grams of carbon dioxide will occupy 22.4 liters at STP. 64 grams of SO2 will occupy 22.4 liters at STP. That volume is said to be gram molar volume. Any substance, if it is in gaseous state at STP conditions, that is 273 K temperature and 1 atmosphere pressure, it will occupy 22.4 liters volume. Or if you kept any gaseous substance in 22.4 liters volume container at STP conditions, its mass is equal to its gram molecular weight. So this is said to be mole concept. So this concept seems to be very simple, but most of the students will confuse while doing the problems related to this mole concept. If you carefully follow me, it is very easy topic and most important topic in learning of chemistry, naming in stoichiometry. This will be the most important topic in the chemistry. Mole concept. So the term mole means a quantity of substance that consists of 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 structural units. If it is molecules, we call as 1 mole of molecules. If it is chalk pieces, that number of chalk pieces are present, we may say 1 mole of chalk pieces. If that number of dusters are there, we can say 1 mole of dusters. If that number of books are there, we can say 1 mole of books. This is a large number. This is a very large number. So that's why we express in exponent, as exponent, 10 to the power 23. That means if this power is not there, you have to remove this decimal and you have to keep nearly 20 zeros here. Instead of that, we are mentioning 10 to the power 23. It's a large number. That means 2 grams of hydrogen will contain this much number of molecules. The same number of oxygen molecules are present in 32 grams. The same number of SO2 molecules are present in 64 grams of SO2. The same number of CO2 molecules are present in 44 grams of CO2. The same number of nitrogen molecules are present in 28 grams of nitrogen. So they are interrelated. The mass of the gas is interrelated with the number of molecules that were present in it. And there is a relation between the mass and volume also. Because if you take any gas, 1 mole of any gas, at STP conditions, it will occupy 22.4 liters. STP conditions means 0 degree centigrade or 273 K temperature. And 1 atmosphere pressure is said to be standard temperature and pressure. At those conditions, 1 mole of any gas or 1 gram molecular weight of any gas will occupy this volume. That's why that volume is said to be gram molar volume. So let us solve some problems basing on these relations. Let us do some problems on this mole concept. Now stepwise we'll discuss these problems. First relation is between mass of the gas number of moles. So we have already discussed that if a substance is taken in grams equal to its molecular weight, that amount is said to be gram molecular weight, gram mole or mole. So every time it is not possible to take that amount only, because in different situations we have to take different weights. So if we take different weights, so how to convert that amount in terms of moles? So now let us see a simple problem. We have 8 grams of how many moles? How many moles are present in 8 grams of H2. How many moles are present in 8 grams of H2? How many moles are present in 8 grams of H2? Here you should remember the molecular weights of some important compounds. If a new compound was given, automatically they will give you the atomic weights of atoms present in the molecule, and immediately you can easily calculate the molecular weight. By that way you can calculate the number of moles. So now here we have 8 grams of hydrogen. We know that molecular weight of hydrogen is 2 because it's a very familiar gas. So for such gases they won't give you the molecular weight. You should remember the molecular weights. So here first you have to write down molecular weight of H2 is 2. Molecular weight of hydrogen is 2. So if molecular weight of hydrogen is 2, its gram molecular weight H2 will be 2 grams. Molecular weight is 2, but gram molecular weight is 2 grams. If they ask you gram molecular weight, you should specifically mention the unit also, 2 grams. 2 grams of hydrogen only said to be 1 mole, not 2 milligrams or not 2 kilograms. So unit is more important. Now, here mass of the hydrogen was given, that is, given mass of hydrogen is 8 grams. So given mass of hydrogen, eight grams. Given mass of hydrogen is 8 grams. Now, how many moles are present in it? We know that 2 grams will be equal to 1 mole. 2 grams will be equal to 1 mole. So, now let us write 2 grams of, if 2 grams of H2 is equal to 1 mole, then 8 grams of H2 is equal to how many moles? So naturally, the number of moles will be more than 1. That's why 8 by 2 into 1, that is equal to 4 moles. So 8 grams of hydrogen will be equal to 4 moles. From this, you can simply derive a formula. You can simply derive a formula for number of moles. That is, here number of moles is equal to, how you get that number of moles there? 8 by 2 into 1. That means mass of the gas by its gram molecular weight will gives you the number of moles. So from that relation, you can write the number of moles like this. Mass of gas in grams by mass of gas in grams by gram molecular weight. With the help of this formula, you can directly calculate the number of moles of any gas. Mass of the substance in grams by 4 gram molecular weight of the given substance. Is equal to mass of gas in grams by gram molecular weight. Or sometimes they may ask you mass of the gas by giving number of moles and gram molecular weight. Sometimes they may ask like that also. Then you can get mass of the gas is equal to number of moles into gram molecular weight. Mass of gas in grams is equal to number of moles into gram molecular weight. Understand? Sometimes they may ask you the gram molecular weight without giving any name of that substance. They will give you what will be the gram molecular weight of the substance if 20 grams of this substance contains 2 moles in such cases. So gram molecular weight can also be calculated. Gram molecular weight is equal to, gram molecular weight is equal to mass of the gas in grams by number of moles. So these three formulas are very much useful to calculate or to find out the relation between mass and number of moles and mass and gram molecular weight and so on. Now, how many moles are present in 32 kilograms of O2? How many moles are present in 32 kilograms of O2? Now, in this problem, they are asking the number of moles of oxygen. So, in any problem, I have already mentioned you. If it is a familiar things, they won't give you molecular weight. If it is a new compound, then they will give you the atomic weights or more directly molecular weights. So, since it is hydrogen, you won't expect the molecular weight because you know it. Molecular weight. Weight of oxygen is equal to 32. Molecular weight of oxygen is 32. So, automatically what is its gram molecular weight? What is the gram molecular weight of O2? What is the gram molecular weight of O2? Gram molecular weight means take the substance in grams equal to its molecular weight. So gram molecular weight means 32 grams. Taking the substance in grams equal to its molecular weight is said to be gram molecular weight. So here you know the gram molecular weight and weight of the gas 32. The mass of the gas is 32. But remember the unit here, importance of the unit. Here they are asking for 32 kilograms, not 32 grams. So mass of O2 in grams is equal to 32,000 grams. Sorry, 32,000 because 32 kilograms. So it will be 32,000 grams. Now what is the formula to find out the number of moles? Here we have three formulas. Number of moles is equal to mass of the gas in grams by gram molecular weight. Therefore, number of moles of O2 is equal to mass of O2 in grams by gram molecular weight. So 32 kilograms was given there. You should carefully observe the units. It's more important thing that you have to observe. Sometimes they will give you milligrams. Sometimes they will give you kilograms. Whatever the unit that they have given, you should convert it into grams first. Then only you have to apply this formula. So, mass of the gas in grams is equal to 32,000. Then what is the gram molecular weight of oxygen? The gram molecular weight of oxygen is 32 grams. So 32,000 by 32, that is equal to 1000 moles. Most of the students will confuse in this aspect only. If they, even without concentrating on the units, they simply write 32 by 32 as 1 mole. That means see how much error that you are doing. For the 1000 moles, you are giving the answer as 1 mole. So your answer is 1000 times far away from the real answer if you not concentrate on units. Now, I'll give you another problem. How many moles are present in 32 milligrams of O2? In the previous problem, they have asked to find out the number of moles that were present in 32 kilograms. Now they are asking the number of moles that were present in 32 milligrams. Now do this problem. So here also, first thing that you have to, molecular weight. Molecular weight of O2 is equal to, molecular weight of O2 is equal to 32. Then gram molecular weight is equal to 32 grams. Then weight of oxygen (32 milligrams). So you should convert into grams. How you will convert milligrams into grams? How many milligrams are there for 1 gram? 1000. 1000 milligrams will be equal to 1 gram. Milli means 1000, centi means 100. So here you have to divide this with 1000. That is 32 by 1000 grams. So it is nothing but 0.032 grams. This is mass of hydrogen in grams. Now you can simply substitute these values in the previous formula. So number of moles is equal to mass of oxygen in grams by its gram molecular weight. So mass of oxygen in grams is equal to 0.032. Whereas gram molecular weight of oxygen is 32. So this 0.03, you have to remove these zeros, you have to divide it with 1000. So this 0.032, it will be 1000 times. That means 1 by 1000, or it will be 0.001 mole. (0.001 mole). So this is the difference between, this is the relation between number of moles and weight of the gases. If the mass of the gases are given in other units other than grams, first thing that you have to do is convert that mass into grams. Then you should use the formula, given formula, to get the number of moles.